Welcome to No More Bad Mondays. I'm Matt.
And I'm David, here to share ways to get Microsoft 365 working for you.
You join us as part of a step-by-step video series, Use Teams for Everything, where we streamline the management and employee experience by using the Teams mobile app as a powerful hub. Bring as many operational functions as possible within easy reach of every single employee.
In this episode, we're looking at setting up company dashboards, news feeds, and resources. So if you haven't got a SharePoint Communications site set up and you're not using Viva Connections, this is not to be missed.
Over the course of the next 4 episodes, we're going to help you get all your key documents, processes, and company news a button click away on the Teams phone app, whilst also branding the app with your company logo.
Remember, if you find this useful, hit like and subscribe and head over to nomorebadmondays.com for courses, support, implementation plans, training material, and more.
And if you like what you see but want us to handle the project for you, simply get in touch. Let's get started. Thanks for joining us at Leaf and Ground here in the Cotswolds. So dashboards, feeds and resources on Teams. Let's explain what they are.
Well, they all sit under a single button on the Teams mobile app that you can brand with your company logo. There's a dashboard with interactive cards from which you can access tools and information by assigning links like risk assessments, accident books and checklists.
There's a news feed where you can publish well-designed organisational news items in a more curated and managed way than in chat.
And finally, there's a resources tab where you might hold staff handbooks, policies, guidance, basically quick access on employees' phones to the tools and services often hidden away, all via the Teams app.
These particular Teams features really benefit the workers who don't use laptops during the working day, but do have access to their phones. It's great for the management and HR as it promotes reliable information sharing with staff who are typically harder to reach.
Plus, it prepares you for AI because Microsoft Copilot AI will be able to access all this information with the same access rights as the user, meaning instructions to AI via Teams will give the right results. Getting this right now will in time make it even easier for staff to access accurate information quickly.
Okay, so we're going to walk you through how to set this up in a 4-part mini-series.
In this first episode of the mini-series, we will show you how to configure the prerequisites, which are setting up a SharePoint Communications site where all the dashboard content will be designed and held, and then setting up the Viva Connections platform, which is the core Microsoft component that delivers the dashboard's feed and resources to the Teams app.
We'll also show you how to brand the Teams app to give your organisation identity, and we'll create a policy so the Teams quick launch buttons look the same for everyone in your organisation.
In the following episodes, we'll then show you how to design your dashboard, publish stories to your news feed, and design and structure the content in your resources.
Okay, let's get going.
So first off, let's create our communications site. So open up the SharePoint app from the app launcher and then create site. Then we want to not create a Teams site, we want to create a communications site, the one on the right. Site name, we're going to call this Info Hub. And we are going to then make sure the language is right. We could put a description, we're not going to bother, and we're just going to click finish. So it opens up with a default view, and in a future episode we'll talk about how you actually change this view to something that's a bit more relevant to the way that we want to use this site. So that's our communication site set up. The next thing we need to do is set up Viva Connections. And to do that, we go to the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. We go into Setup. We then choose Microsoft Viva, Viva Connections, create and manage a Viva Connections experience, create a new experience, and then we want to choose the one on the right, which is build from an existing portal to set a home site. Click Next, and it asks us of the URL of the communication site we want to use. Now the URL we want to paste in here is the URL of the site that we have just created. So we can paste that in, and then we can click next, and then create experience. A new experience has been successfully created. So there we go. Info Hub is now the name of the connection. It connects our communication site to Viva Connections, which will then allow us to see all of this information, the dashboards, the feeds, and the resources in Teams mobile app. So the next thing we need to do is we need to configure the mobile app to be branded to our organization. So from here you can go to the Teams Admin Center. The last thing we want to do is we want to configure the app so that all of the most frequently used icons are shown at the quick launch bar along the bottom of the Teams mobile app. So to do that, we click on Setup Policies and we go into the Global Organization-Wide Default. If we scroll down here, you can see that there are a number of different quick launch buttons that are already there. Some of those we will want and some of those we won't. So activity we don't want, so to remove that we click on activity and click remove. We're going to leave chat, we're going to leave calling, and we're going to leave shifts, but we're going to move them in a different order. So we're going to move shifts by clicking on the 3 lines to the top. Then we've got chat, and we're going to now add a couple more apps. So the ones that we're going to search for, the first one is we're going to search for tasks. And the tasks that we want is this one, tasks by planner and to do. So we're going to click that, and that's going to bring that icon in there. And the very last one that we're going to add is our new dashboard, which we called No More Bad Mondays. So it's been renamed because we renamed it from the default Viva Connections, and we've searched for it. It's not showing its icon yet, but that doesn't matter. And we click add. Now we're going to move that one right to the very middle. So when people look at the Teams app on their phone, front and center is your company logo. So right, we're good to go. We hope you found this video useful. Please use the comments for any questions or thoughts you have, and head over to nomorebadmondays.com for courses, support and more.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you get notified of new episodes when they drop.
Thanks for watching.